Well, beyond the sea, somewhere waiting for me.
There must be a better movie waiting for me. Terrible at singing. You know, I can't be the only one who thought that they should have used Baby Shark instead of Somewhere Beyond the Sea. That would have been a much better trailer. Hello everybody, I'm the Monkey Critic Monkey, and I'm here to review the MEG. Not the book, The Meg, not the superior book, I tell you, but the film, The Meg. Now, I'll be getting into the book stuff eventually, but what I can say so far, it's not that great of an adaptation. It's really an only in title adaptation. A matter of fact, not even that. The film's called The Meg, and the book's called Meg. A novel of DC terror.
One of these things is not like the others.
Although then again, it would be very strange if the film's title was Meg, a novel of DC terror, the movie.
It's strange.
Maybe. Who am I to judge?
But you never know, one of my favourite films of all time is an in-title only adaptation of a book, so this might be good. So, is it as good as these bad boys? Or is it complete garbage? Yes, I hate Rampage. Let's find out by starting off with... The writing in this film's not the best. Not at all.
Everything you're doing is bad. I want you to know this.
Now, I'm not gonna act like the book's some Shakespearean art of writing, and it's very difficult to, you know, compare a horror novel to an action film. But the book has a keen way of writing where it keeps you in suspense whenever it needs you to be in suspense. And it, you know, phrases this megalodon as not a big shark, but as a horror movie monster. And the characters, well, I wouldn't say relatable, but are interesting nonetheless. The film, do Jaws, but with sciencey stuff and with a bigger shark. Especially with the characters who are so far apart from the book that I'm just gonna call them by the actors' names. Jason Statham's the main character, and he plays the role of every other role he plays. He says, I don't want to do it anymore, and then does it. Robert Turner's character is basically, I don't trust you, you kill the friends so we could survive, and then sacrifices himself for no reason. And Cho, I think that's how you pronounce it, is basically the guy who owns the place and says something like, a man's the true monster in all of this. Bing Bing Lee's character is in a will they won't they relationship with Jason Statham's character, what rivals that of Frozen. Rainin Winston, the guy from The American Office, is the guy who goes, I have a lot of money, you all work for me. And he gets eaten. What's that? Since the only one what actually makes me laugh. Paige Kennedy's character is there to be black guy, to make a black men can't swim joke, and to say stuff like,
No, bibbidi bop kazow. I can't be pressured. No way, no how.
Which off topic is also kind of a shame, since other things I've seen him in, he seems like a good actor, and he's barely used in this. The little girl's there to be cute and to call the megalodon a monster. Everyone else is useless or useless and dies.
Wait a minute. I'm only here to die, aren't I?
And you know what time it is now, kids? It's Nick nitpicking time! Right, so there's this bit where like the Megalodon or something is like hitting the submarine, but when we switch to the submarine's point of view, the Megalodon just disappears out of thin air.
I don't get it.
And here's another nitpick. There's an ongoing trend in Hollywood where it's trying to promote itself to the Chinese box office. This trend was started by the Transformers movies. I mean, not as bad. In this film, it's not as bad as the Transformers movies, but you can kind of feel it manipulating them a bit. Like it replaces every Japanese character in the book to Chinese. The Megalon attacks my tongue a Chinese beach. Forgotten what it's called. And there's a Chinese version of Hey Mickey playing in a scene. Now,
I'm afraid we've come to the end of our time. We've come to the end of our time!
and our final criticism is, I know everybody else has said this, but it's true. They should have made it
Rated R.
or 15 as they like to call it here in Britain. You know, whatever. Why do films always cut down on the violence to make it available for all audiences? Sony's Venom.
Is this how you get your sick kicks? What? It's just an ordinary crabby.
Oh my goodness!
Right, I have to say this. The acting's pretty good. I mean, they weren't given much to work with, but what they did a good enough performance and portrayed the kind of character what they were meant to be pretty well. And also, I'm pretty sure now Jason Statham is the only character who will ever say, just keep swimming, and still act serious. Even the kid actor in this isn't that bad. Listen to the words that just came out my mouth. Even the kid actor is not that bad.
How can be?
And while the CGI isn't amazing, it's still at least decent. Which is a good thing for a shark movie, because normally the CGI looks like this. But the biggest saving grace of this film is its action. It's so good. Even though I would have liked to see the T-Rex scene from the... Oh, wait, what? Oh, never mind. Sharknado 6 took care of that.
Oh my god! I don't know if I can let that slide.
Or maybe even the Megalodon eating the surfer guy, but, you know, even though we never got those scenes, we still got a lot of good action. It's got, like, well photographed, the CGI is quite good here, and, you know, it's a lot of fun to see it. And I wouldn't be surprised if somebody just watched this film for the action alone. So now comes my final thoughts.
Yes! Finally!
Well, my final opinion, it's an alright film. You could put it on when you're bored and you have nothing else to do. A bit like Alien vs Predator and, in my opinion, Justice League. But I would have much preferred an actual adaptation of the novel. But, you know, you can't... I didn't get that, but what I did get was fine enough. I give it a 6 out of 10. But, nonetheless, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you liked it, liked it. If you didn't like it, And if you want to see more like this, subscribe. And I will see you later, my zombie slayers. Just as long as I don't get eaten by the MEG. That was a terrible way to exit. I just need to get a life. Alright. Goodbye.
Come to the end of our time.